Hello there and welcome back to my channel. It is of course only me again, and thank you all so much for joining me on another metal detecting adventure. So yesterday I went metal detecting in an old permission of mine, and whilst walking in between ploughed fields we walked in through this pasture field, and this pasture field produced something that only metal detectorists can dream of, because we came down on a silver Roman coin that was 2,000 years old. But we didn't just find one of them, we came home with 13 that day, and they all came from a tiny little 10-foot patch. Now typically I wasn't filming that day, so I didn't have any of my camera gear with me. And as hard as it was, and because I love each and every one of you, I stopped digging to come back today to do some filming. So we're going to go over this hotspot and see if we can find any more of these absolutely amazing ancient Roman coins. And that leads me to say thank you all so much for watching my videos and following along with my adventures. Don't forget, if you want to be notified every time I upload a video just like this one, hit that subscribe button below. And of course, if you want to give me some love, drop me a thumbs up, buttons below as well. But let's get some digging done. Let's find some ancient silver treasure. So when I said we came in here and found loads of silver Roman coins, here they all are. And we've put them all in this plastic pot, and we have got some absolutely stunning little coins in here. And some of them look like quite rare ones. Now, they're all silver denarius, which is a Roman currency from 2,000 years ago. And it was pretty much the ancient equivalent to the modern day UK pound or American dollar. And quite famously, a Roman soldier or legionary would have been paid one of these coins for every single day he was in the army. So why they are in this field in such abundance is truly a question that is, needs to be found out. And we certainly need to do some work today to figure out how many there are here, because yeah, we've got 13 here, but there was certainly a lot more coming out yesterday, and it was so difficult to leave this site knowing that there were more coins here. But as I said, we're going to show you all of the coins today that come out, so you are going to witness hopefully a hoard coming out today and see some fresh ancient coins just like these coming out of the ground. Let's get to it. Well, it didn't take us very long at all to find another silver ancient coin here on this amazing site. And really interestingly, they're all coming up at around the same sort of number. But the ground that we're working with today is quite mineralized. So it's a scratchy target, even though these are relatively good silver coins. And this XPDS2 metal detector absolutely picks them out perfectly. It's just the perfect tool for this kind of site. So I'm really excited today to see how many more that we can get. But this one is super interesting, and it looks so similar to all of the others, and it looks like a similar date as well. I don't know who the emperor is on this one. And to be honest, I'm really reluctant to clean any of these coins. So in today's footage, you're going to see a lot of dirty Roman denariuses. But unfortunately, because we have a hoard, then we don't really want to be cleaning them. And of course, if we find a mother lode in the ground, then we will leave them in situ. And of course, phone in the relevant authorities to come and help us excavate it. But we haven't got to that bit yet. We're just finding them sort of scattered around a small area. So you never know, we could find the mother lode. And of course, if we do, you are going to see it first here on this video. There we go. We've got another sweet little target down here, which is coming up as an absolutely solid 60 to 61. So let's give it a dig and see if we've got another silver Roman. Oh, so as I said, the ground here is super mineralized, and it's all because of this heavily sort of ferrite rock that just fills this landscape, and it makes the ground really difficult to work in, but it also means that it's really difficult to dig in as well. But as you can hear, it's come out in the plug. So will we see a Roman coin, or will we see something else? I'm willing to bet it's a Roman coin. Ah, what's this? Well, there's definitely something in here. Oh no. It's a piece of tin can. Can you believe that? Well, I lost that bet, that's for sure. Oh well, hopefully the next one will be a nice Roman coin. Well, I may have missed out on a silver denarius and got a piece of tin can, but Bryce here, who I'm out with today, has just called me over because he has dug what looks like another Roman denarius. And wow, that is a really nice coin. That's absolutely stunning. Who's on that side? Ooh, that's nice. That is really nice. And that came from this hole here. So it was quite a deep target. I'd probably say about 5 to 6 inches, which considering most of the other coins in here have come out at about 3-4 inches, means that there's certainly a lot more going on in here at different depths as well. But that is another denarius to the pot. Let's keep going and see how many more we can find. So not too far away from the other denarius which we just had out of the ground, we've come to this hole here, and right at the bottom of this hole was this coin. And it definitely looks like another silver denarius. So let's just pick it up and have a look and see what we've got. Wow, look at that. That's so nice. Wow. Do you know what? Some of the coins in this field really do come out in absolutely amazing condition. And that portrait there is just totally wonderful. That is almost like an uncirculated coin. It's that good. You can see how clear the hair is and all the facial features. And of course around the outside of the bust will be the name of this emperor, but I'm not going to try and guess as to which one it is, unfortunately, because A, I'll probably get it wrong, and B, that will be a bit of an excitement for another day. So there we go, another silver 2,000-year-old denarius, and probably one of the deepest ones we've found so far, which is really interesting, and a solid target of about 85. So yeah, the higher the silver content, the nicer the target will be. Gently does it, we don't want to scrape the nice coins. Now they are very difficult to find because of all the rocks, so you've got to imagine digging a plug in this ground, not being able to put the spade through very far at all, and then when you finally do get down to a reasonable depth, there is just so much rock to put up with. But yes, look at that. Another awesome, shiny silver denarius. Show the camera. Oh wow. And what's on the other side? Wow, look at the condition of that. That's amazing. That's so good. So what are we on now, like 15 or 16?
Yeah, usually.
That's a female. It's a female one, isn't it? I think it's Faustina or something like that. Looks like a Faustina. Little bun on the back there. But again, I could be wrong. I usually am wrong, so it might not be, but another little 2,000-year-old silver coin from this site. So we are literally just moments away from that other silver denarius which you saw come out of the ground completely live on the camera, and had a target down here, and this was a really nice target but very scratchy from multiple directions. And that is unfortunately the byproduct of the ground that we're working in. Although the targets are there, you've got to really concentrate and kind of know what you're doing to a point to actually understand that there might be something good in there and that it's not just mineralized rock or iron. But we have just pulled out of the ground another amazing silver denarius. And I think that brings the total now today to about 16, which is obviously a hoard. It has to be a hoard now. We've got more than 10 coins, all dating from around the same sort of time period. And this one is another one that we're going to add to it. And really interestingly, I think I actually know what this is. It looks to me a little bit like a Vespasian silver denarius, which is really interesting because it could be one of the older coins that we have in this lot. I think Vespasian was sort of the late part of the 1st century into the 2nd century. But again, don't hold me to that. It's just such lovely detail. Most of the coins in here do come out with such amazing detail on them, which says to me that they probably weren't in circulation for a lot of time. And it also does mean, of course, that there could very well be a large buried silver hoard in this field. But we just haven't come down on it yet. But the day is still young. We have got so many more holes and targets to dig, so stay tuned to this video because everything that comes out you will see first, including a big pot of them. And of course we have another target in this field. And what number is that coming up?
About 86, that one.
86, that's got to be a denarius. It has to be, because we have also had other denariuses that are about 86 as well. So hopefully you're going to see live on the camera another denarius come out of this amazing site. But don't blame me if it turns out to be a piece of tin can. However, I'm not digging this one. We've got some help today, as you can probably see. And in a site like this, we need all the help we can get to retrieve as many of these coins as possible. Let's just watch this plug come out. Oh, look at that big stone. Hopefully it wasn't that stone. Nope, definitely not the stone. Let's just get in a bit closer and see if we can see anything. Oh, it's in there, isn't it? It's in that sidewall there, I think.
It is somewhere.
It's got to be, isn't it? This, of course, means that it's really important to bring like a little trowel or something with you, just so you're not accidentally spading any of these ancient coins. So we've all got a little trowel of some sort, and of course we are using it gently just to excavate the ground all around each target. It's probably quite important to mention that none of these coins are actually in situ, because we spoke to the farmer and they said that this field has been ploughed several times, which means that we have coins that are scattered. Oh wow, it's a Roman sestertius. Look at that. That's incredible. So that is a big bronze Roman sestertius coin, and that's from the 1st century. And I think 4 sestertius made a denarius, but again, I could very well be wrong on that one. So if any of you Roman coin experts out there are watching this, don't listen to me too much, because I might not be talking the truth. But that has just produced another amazing bronze Roman sestertius, and another amazing find. So literally minutes on, we have another target in the ground here, and of course it is a silver Roman denarius. This day just keeps getting better and better, and honestly guys, this is really what every single metal detectorist dreams of, is to find little places like this which produce so many amazing silver ancient coins. And this is absolutely another silver denarius. Oh wow. I mean, honestly, the condition of some of these coins is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And there is an amazing picture on that side of the god or goddess, and that one looks like he's seated or doing something. And let's turn it over and see who we've got on the other side. Oh, look at that. Again, just another amazing portrait. Most of the coins in here come out with stunning portraits. They really are amazing coins. Oh, I just can't believe it. What an absolutely brilliant sight. And you guys are witnessing it here live on the video as well. So let's keep going. Let's see how many we can get. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. So I've just had another target in this hole, but what came out was not what I was expecting to come out. Bear in mind that this was about 64 to 65 as a target ID. And what we've actually gone and found is a massive bronze thing, which, to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what this is. Because if you look, you've got a loop on this end, but the adjacent loop is on a different axis. So it almost looks like a sort of horse bit, maybe like a connector or something like that. But the thing that's super interesting about this is, of course, we're finding it in and amongst so many Roman finds. So of course that means that it could be Roman, but it also could be modern. So yeah, I'm not really too sure about that. If anybody watching this would like to give their perspective as to what they think this might be, I would be very appreciative. Let me know in the comments below. Is this old? Is this Roman? Or is this just a piece of modern farm machinery? Yeah, I don't know. But let me know. Let's move on. So we've gone and got another silver coin, guys. Can you believe this? Another silver denarius has come up out of this ground, and honestly, they are just coming up thick and fast. It is truly amazing to experience this. It's totally a buzz. I mean, you just absolutely dream of things like this coming out of the ground, and I would be happy coming home with one of these things, let alone the volume that we're getting from a tiny little patch in this pasture field. And again, this one is just amazing detail. Look at that portrait. It's most definitely, you know, a male emperor there. It's got to be an early one because he doesn't have a radiate crown. He's wearing a laurel wreath, so we are looking at 1st century for absolute sure, and a really nice high content of silver in there as well. My goodness, this is a special day, absolutely, and I am so glad I am able to catch some of these on the camera for you as well. Awesome, let's move on just as the sun's coming out and see what else we can find. So, I don't know if you can see this one, but we have definitely got another one just in the bottom of this hole here. And that definitely looks silver to me. So, yep, that is definitely another silver denarius. And what was really interesting about this one is that, wow, look at that. Fresh from the ground, and that is an absolute stunner. It was lying just underneath a stone as well, and it wasn't a small stone, it was a relatively big one. But let's have a look who is on here without scratching it up too much. Oh, it's an absolutely stunning silver denarius once again from this field. And I mean, look how deep that is. That's probably about 4, maybe 5 inches at a push, and it was just lying at the bottom underneath the stone on its side, and it's incredible. I have absolutely no idea who is on that coin, But look at that portrait. Absolutely amazing, considering this has been in the ground for 2,000 years. And these are 1st century silver denariuses, so it's very likely that these came here during the invasion of Britain, and for some reason somebody wanted to stash a load of them, which has obviously got hit by a plough. Absolutely amazing. So have you got another one down there?
I think so, yeah. Sounds pretty good.
And what number did this one come up as?
This
Can you
one
remember?
came up as an 80, so I'm hoping, just going to work around it a little bit. Listen gently. I see something in there.
Oh, look at that. It's another shiny denarius. Wow. Well, you were right. You thought it was one. And
Can
it
confirm.
absolutely is. Oh, wow. Give that head a little brush. Let's just see if we can see who's on it. What an amazing place this is to do some metal detecting. So rare to come down on sites with this much history, this much going on, and this many coins. Wow, look at that. That's just absolutely stunning, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Again, just really nice detail on it. That one actually looks like a female empress, so it could be Faustina, maybe someone like that. But wow, what an amazing coin, and another one to add to the pot. We are really racking them up in here now, guys. I will do a tally up at the end of the day and we can kind of figure out how many we've got, but that is another one fresh from the ground on the camera for you to see, and I wonder how many more we are going to find. So we've got another hole and another target, and this one was an absolutely beautiful 84 to 85. And I am going to be so gutted if this isn't another silver Roman coin. Let's just turn the pinpointer off and see if we can find it by carefully picking out this mud, because it sounds like it's pretty close. Oh, there we go. There we go. Another one fresh from the ground. Oh, look at that. So it's a slightly worn coin, this one, which is interesting because it's not got quite the definition of some of the others, but it definitely is from the same time period, isn't it? It has to be from the same time period. But yeah, it just looks like it's been in circulation a little bit more than some of the others, but I'm not going to complain because that is an absolutely stunning little portrait there. And again, no radiate crown, so it's going to be a 1st century denarius. And I mean, you were digging this one every day of the week, even though it was, what, 4 inches down? It's pretty much the same story for most of the coins in this little patch of the field. Relatively the same depth. I think because of the rock, they just can't get any deeper, which is music to our ears, because that means, of course, everything's going to be relatively close to the top, waiting for us to find it. But oh my goodness, I think that's about 24 now that we found here, so we have definitely got a huge hoard. So not too far away from the one that we just had on the camera, we've gone and found another one right at the bottom of this clod, and as you can see, it's a little bit worn, very similar to the other one that we found, which does suggest that it has been in circulation for quite some time. But again, it's got an absolutely wonderful portrait on that side. I mean, that is just stunning. Looks a little bit like Vespasian, that one, but I don't know that for sure. But it was just another really sweet target, and another coin to add to the collection. So we are fast approaching 30 silver denariuses from this patch of the field, and that excites me because it could only be a matter of time before we come down on possibly a huge pot of them, or even if we don't, we've still got quite a nice scattered hoard going on here. Incredible. So we have definitely come down on a large scattered hoard of silver Roman denariuses here, and we have just gone and found another one literally feet away from where we had that other coin as well, and it's still in the clod down here, and as you can see, it's just got that silver glint to it again, just like all of the others. So let's just pick it up and have a little look at this one. Oh, look at that. So much more detail than some of the others, but you know, we've had so many in here now with amazing detail on. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely amazing. This is a dream field, it's a dream day. Every detectorist dreams of finding a hoard of coins, let alone coins that are made of silver and are this old. I mean, honestly, it just doesn't get much better than that. We've got a really, really special site here, and I am not going to get bored pulling these out of the ground. Amazing, amazing little silvery, shiny nuggets of history. Okay, so just in the bottom of this hole is another target. You just see that poking out there, and that is 100% another silver Roman denarius. So let's just pick it out of the hole very gently and see who is on this one. That's basically the game we're playing now. We're not playing what is it, we're playing who's on it, which is not the game I get to play very often, so fully enjoying that game. But that is an absolutely stunning coin. How unusual. It's got a really, really unusual picture on it, that side. Let's have a look on the other side here and see who is on this side. This should have the emperor or empress on there. Yep, it's definitely on there. That is another amazing condition coin. And the reason why all of the mud is stuck on this coin even more is because of the definition of the coin. There's so much detail on there that the mud just sticks to it, whereas the really worn ones and the shiny ones, you just rub them with your finger really gently and all of the mud comes off. So you know when you've got a really good condition one with loads of detail, because the mud just seems to cling to it a little bit more. But a really gorgeous picture on that side, and it looks like it's depicting, well, I don't know, I can't actually see, but there's almost looks like a building or something on that side, which is super interesting. And then, yeah, another emperor on that side. So I wish I could clean it up even further for you, I really do, but we can't clean them because it's very important to maintain whatever detail is on these coins, and because this is a hoard, it will need to be conserved properly and done in a controlled environment. So as I said, I wish I could tell you more about them, but you are seeing them come out of the ground fresh, so that I can guarantee you. But another amazing silver Roman coin. Another clod, another target, and in the bottom we have got another in situ Roman denarius. So let's do a little bit of handheld cam and just see if we can get this one out without damaging it too much. Here it goes. Whoa. Yep, so it's definitely another one, and it's a relatively deep one as well. It's interesting how they are coming out at relative different depths. Some are really close to the top, some are a little bit deeper, 4 to 5 inches, and take a look at that portrait. That is an absolute stunner. I mean, the detail on that is incredible, considering like how old this coin really is. It's super impressive, considering you get coins that, you know, are only a few years old and they get dropped in the ground and you pick them up and there's hardly anything on them at all. And then you get a silver ancient coin that's 2,000 years old, and because it's made of a precious metal, it just lasts so much better. But look at that, a seated god there, could very well be Britannia. Britannia was known to be depicted on Roman coins. In fact, they were the first coins that Britannia was depicted on, And of course she was seated to the left there, so she's looking towards the left. So it could very well be a Britannia coin, which is super interesting. And it could be one of the first coins ever minted with Britannia on it, which is a very famous symbol for British coins nowadays, because of course Britannia rules the waves, or did rule the waves anyway. But check that out. Amazing! Another silver Roman denarius. I am just not going to get bored of saying that today. So let's go and find some more. Let's see if we can top them up. I think we are on about 33 now. I haven't been able to film them all because it would just take way too long and we wouldn't have any time to actually go and find them. But I will show you at the end all of the coins that we have. There we go. Another one. Another one in the hand here. Wow, look at that. It looks just like a kind of, just a piece of lead, doesn't it? It's not, and it looks like another silver denarius, isn't it? We have just had this absolutely huge bronze Roman coin, and have a little look what we have in here, because guys, believe it or not, this is a relatively big pot.